Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So you may remember this, this video, um, as I just posted it yesterday. This was, the old park, basically. Like in this area, we had, all of our operations, and, we had the citizen stuff, like right here. We had some very terrible pens. In this area, we had three of them, but two, like one of them was pretty shit. The other one was kind of just, and this one was like the only decent one. They all three worked, but they did not look good. Um, and then on top of that, we had the two pens way back here in, well, this area. Uh, yeah, we had all the pens here, as you can see. Now the funny thing is, I went through and I still do not have. One of you guys will have to like inform me of what the heck happened, but cause I haven't gone through the whole video yet, but I have yet to figure out what the hell happened to the Indominus Rex. We have an Indominus Rex in this enclosure. You can see him right here, and I have yet to find out where or how he just disappeared. I do not know what happened to him. I don't know if he I because for more context, after this I kind of wiped the entire island because there are so many issues with the old park that I designed because it's just so hard to make like a big park with like all the needs of everyone between the people and the dinosaurs and the carnivores especially since they are so picky with everything. It was so difficult to make everything work, and you know I designed it so poorly, and it was causing tons of trouble anytime the storms would come in. It was a bear and a half to even navigate through the different areas because of how cramped everything was. It was a horrible design. And so I did a clean slate, basically. I didn't restart the island. I just basically did what I did with the other island and started from scratch by killing everything off. And, as you can see, this was basically like the end of the video. At this point, was everything was just erupted in chaos. You had so much, red, broken fences, power, everything was powered down. There was so many dead dinosaurs. Many of them had diseases at the end. So it was just best because I was just so fed up with all the bullshit because of how I had to navigate through everything. And I just decided, yeah, I had to start clean, and so I could actually navigate and make everything better. Now, the reason, of course, why I do tell you all this is because I didn't make a video of it, but I did remodel the island. Now, granted, it is not entirely done. The biggest part is the dinosaurs are not in the enclosures yet. I'm still kind of working on all of that, but this is what I have now. So, at the beginning, not really much has changed. The main thing is that I was able to get a large power station. So now we have a fuck ton of power throughout the whole park. Um, so even if one of these things go offline, this they could easily take control and just power everything up. And well, we easily have enough power to power up everything. As you can see, we still have 163 unused power. As well, this is. I'm not sure what I'm gonna really do with this. Well, actually, I really can't do much with it. I was gonna probably place like a fast food restaurant here, maybe or something. I don't really know. But so this entire area is completely different, as you can kind of tell. The operations stations and everything else have been completely moved. Actually, kind of now I think about it, they had kind of just been swapped out. So whereas the hotels and everything else was like around this area, and the operation station was like over here. it just got swapped out. So now the all the operational stuff with the choppers, the expeditions, the rangers, all of them are in here, making it a lot more accessible to navigate and to really, you know, easily just be able to move around this park a lot, well, easier. It's kind of the point of this whole design, was just to make it a lot more accessible for everything I have. And you can tell that I, put some time into this, kind of putting this hotels up. Got the restaurant, got the bar, the arcade, the clothing, got the big old shitter, hell yeah, and the storm stations, which I'm starting to realize are kind of shit because, well, they can't really defend against the wind. So, because as soon as the power lines go out, they go out, so everything just gets destroyed anyway. Um, but yeah, so instead of having five enclosures, we only have three now, but they are a lot better. Um, it's just the old ones. I mean, one of them you could barely even call it an enclosure, but this is one of them. This is the first one. As you can see, nothing in it yet. I'm still working on it. And then we go down here. Uh, basically, ooh, got more. We need to put people in the shitter. Oh. And then yeah, so I have a little staging ground here with some food. Got that food in there. Tell you what, let's use this. Oh, yes sir, yes sir. I haven't actually done anything with the numbers yet, as I just been setting up everything back up, trying to get everything back in operations. I also have a story to tell you. That's not involved with the park. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but it's with one of the members of the park. That being well, actually, the person that's sick right now, Ravage. So, as you can see, this is another. By the way, this is another enclosure. Two enclosures actually. So before we had it all just squished in together. We had like a bunch of, this was one enclosure here. There was one enclosure, like two enclosures like right here, and then we had like a bunch of civilian stuff, in the middle and shit. Well, now I just decided to fucking place all this, honestly, the human stuff right here instead, and then you know making it more accessible, through the gates because we can just go through here and then here. I mean, it's pretty easy to get through. Um, it does take a bit for it to come over here just because it is far away, but it is a lot better than it was before, and it can easily navigate to here. I think it's just stuck on a ramp right now, or people. It's I don't know. I think I just went brain dead for a minute actually. But yeah, so as you can see, uh, I don't know what the heck Ravage is doing with that Brachiosaurus. I don't know if I want to know, but but yes, Ravage is a special member. Ravage is a special member, because he he barely made it out alive. All right. So these are not new bred dinosaurs. These are all part of the original park design. So I didn't breed them with the new design of the park. They are just new, or sorry, they're old. They're just the old dinosaurs. The reason I kind of say that is because Ravage has a lot of experience under his belt. As you can clearly see, he's got 12 kills. So he's a veteran of the park now, essentially. And oh, there we go. And he's pretty good at destroying vehicles too. Now, the big reason I say that Ravage has a very interesting story is because there was another T-Rex that was way more powerful than him, but um, that T-Rex, well, he did survive through everything, but I got rid of him due to just Ravage being way better for two reasons. One being that he has way more experience than that other T-Rex, and two, his life expectancy was way longer. So the other T-Rex was stronger, but his life expectancy for the other T-Rex was literally only, I think it was only like 62 60. Yeah, I think it was 62. His average for expectancy, and if that was the case for him, he would already be expected to die soon. But this T-Rex is augmented to be a survivalist, well adapted with good, he's got good combat stats basically, and he's just got a decent amount of he's just adaptable and he's got good lifespan. So Ravage is a veteran of this park. He is definitely what you would consider the king of the dinosaurs at the moment, for sure, no doubt. And but the interesting thing about it was the fact that I had to make an enclosure specifically for him because he almost died 3 or 4 times. He kept getting his ass kicked over and over and over again. He survived it all, but he kept getting his ass kicked. And I mean destroyed. Like, I had to constantly heal him, tranquilize the other dinosaur that was attacking him. I almost got to the point where, like, I couldn't save him. Like, he almost died. His lowest health was like 12. He was close, alright? So, yes, this guy has went through hell and has seen has seen some shit. So yeah, this guy is a beast. His name is now Ravage. Uh, yeah, he is a fucking monster. That's for sure. A survivalist for sure. Um, but yeah, really looking forward to showing this guy. You know, we're really just keeping him around. Honestly, that's like really the only thing. It's he worked his way through the food chain and nearly died 4 times. Like, he has a badass story. I mean, he really does. Uh, I mean, all these guys really do, but I mean, none of them can say that they almost died 4 times and have 12 kills under their belt. So, he's the keeper of all these dinosaurs. He's the defender. He's just a juggernaut here. Um, so, but yeah, so as you can see, the enclosure is split off. And, yeah. But I just wanted to tell you about that story with Ravage, because, well, he's going to be with us for quite a while. And, well, I am so glad that he will be. Because like I said, he went through a lot. His 2 biggest opponents were actually, the one was actually kind of surprising. It was, Demetri. Everything else died. If you remember in the last video, we released a Cerata, a Metri, and a Baryonyx. However, Demetri's stats, I didn't realize I put so much into him that it was actually stronger than Ravage. And they kept killing each other over and over and over again. The only reason why Ravage is still here is because I kept healing him. And then eventually we got to a point where we were able to finally kill that Metri, despite the odds against Ravage completely. I think he had like well over double his defense. And that was the big issue. His offense, on the other hand, was about the same, but it is what it is. So yeah, that was his #1 biggest enemy. And then the other one was the T-Rex. The T-Rex kept trying to get into his enclosure and kill him. And he would have been easily able to do so, as he had way higher stats than Ravage. And I don't think I would have been able to even heal him. Like, no matter how many times I would have healed him, it wouldn't have mattered. Like, it really wouldn't have, because of how much the difference was. I forget what it was. It was like, it was about double, though, for everything, I believe. So, if I could even find a T-Rex, there we go. So, now this might actually be Ravage's build. I'm not sure. Maybe not. No. This was the T-Rex. Yeah, 153 attack and 74 defense. And Ravage, he has the attack power, but the defense, not so much. So, yeah, he's like behind 7 attack from that other T-Rex, but he had, he was like 30 to 40 defense behind. So, yeah, it was quite the difference. it was not a good time for Ravage. It's just such a cool story, though, for real. Like, I really, it felt like, despite me not even trying to make a story, it really did make a cool story. With Ravage, just because of the fact that he just went through so much, and I had to do so much to save his ass. Because I didn't want to lose his reputation. His reputation is so good. Look at this, dinosaur rating at 1300, dinosaur rating 122. Like, he's worth more than both these guys combined, and really an entire pack of Raggies wouldn't even match his rep. So his reputation is unmatched, dude. Like, he's a fucking legend now in this park. It's just really cool how that type of shit can happen. The only reason that I was trying to keep him alive was because he was a T-Rex, and he's expensive as fuck. While also, he just had way longer life expectancy than the other T-Rex. The other T-Rex would have already been almost dead by now, just from age. But Ravage will be with us for a while, so I'm really glad for that. Now, the question is, what are we going to be doing with the other enclosures? Well, first off, I think the first thing we're going to do for these enclosures, we're definitely got to upgrade these things, because that is something that's really needed. But I haven't actually decided yet. Actually, I don't really need... There we go. I might do just 2 of these, and then... Yeah, I haven't really decided what to do with the other ones. I just know that, well, all I know is that it's going to be dinosaurs in them. That's all I've really decided. I think I want to put the herbivores in here, in both of these, as they're just such massive enclosures. It'd be a waste to really put carnivores in here. Not because carnivores are bad, but it's just carnivores have so low a population to hold. I mean, the most social carnivore is... Let's see. Not them. No. I mean, granted, they can be in the enclosure with a lot of... Okay, so what the fuck? Okay, so interesting. Carnotaurus actually has the most for population, which is kind of weird, actually. I would expect them... I don't know. Maybe it's not weird. I don't know. But Carnotaurus... But, like, even so, though, what can you even put with them? Like, because Carnotaurus could kill the small herbivores and medium herbivores. The large herbivores are the only ones that could be saved in the same enclosure with them. And even then, it's just... You can't have a large... So the only thing you can have is small carnivores and large herbivores. That's like the only thing you can really have with the Carnotaurus. And you can only have 2 Carnos. And as much as I do love the Brackies and stuff, they also just have limits too, because, like, even though, like, you can have the ideal population of 20, well, what does it matter when the only thing you can have together with the Carno is, so they don't kill each other, is these guys. And they can only have a pop of 5 together. You have these guys that can have 7. Which is actually kind of a lot. These guys are 8. Sabotage. What the fuck? Who would even be sabotaging us right now? Really? Bruh, I've been doing so much for you and that's how you were paying me? Yeah, but as you can see, we pretty much done everything except for these 2 missions. That's the 2 missions we gotta do. So next episode, I'm not gonna do much in this episode. This was just kind of revealing everything I did in this park. So this is a shorter episode today. Hope you guys enjoyed watching and enjoyed the lovely story of Ravage. If you did, leave a comment for him, because he needs the love, bro. Ravage he went through so much, bro. I think well, actually, yeah, he is the original T-Rex, too. I just now realized that. He is the original. the first I've made. So yeah, I mean, not like the first T-Rex ever, but the first T-Rex in this park specifically. Uh, the first T-Rex I've actually made in the park. So yeah, he really is a special T-Rex. That's for sure. I usually don't. I mean, I don't hate T-Rex. I really do like T-Rex a lot. It's just I just don't like it as much as other people do. Like, there's a lot more creatures I like, but I the fact that I kind of went through that whole journey with this guy, it's just I feel very connected with him now. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. He's like my good friend now to have in the park. But anyway, that's all for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.